Blackie. Yeah, we're going.
On your press. Go in. Y'all get it, press chin. Y'all get it, point chin.
Excuse me.
Y'all get it, press chin. Y'all get it, press chin.
Jesus Christ. So, His Excellency the President has officially called the verdict. Yeah.
Watch yourself. No press. No press.
First aside.
The tour continues here with the president and the minister.
No, we don't.
So this is the office and the president doing a live coverage. And the tour here continues. Princess.等一下那公呢？那会是很错。
Hi, Lucy.
How you doing, Chief?
You all right?
Yes.
I said it to somebody.
Okay, folks. So we're still here at the official groundbreaking ceremony for the local government used to be Ministry of Interior Affairs, as His Excellency the President officially breaks ground for this infrastructure that has helped. What? So, folks, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, based on where you are watching us from. Well, this is the official page of the Executive Mansion. If you've been following, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, officially launched the Ministry of Government and the delegation of the new constructed JMB decentralization building. And it was done, like I said, by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia. So we are still here since morning, and we've been bringing you live coverage as it relates to happenings here on the grounds of uh, the on the grounds of the Capitol Hill, and the momentum here is quite, exciting. You have representation from international organizations. You have a full representation of the local government, and you also saw during the official groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting, uh, Honorable Francis Yumani, a very instrumental minister here at the Ministry of the Local Government, who have helped to revamp this institution, and they have also changed the name from Ministry of Internal Affairs to the Ministry of Local Government. So, as part of the groundbreaking ceremony, His Excellency President Boaka is touring the building and to see the facilities they have within this, and what are some of the things to do. So we've been here to bring you out of the happenings here from the Capitol Hill. So just right ahead of you is the Assistant Minister for Local Government and Decentralization Office, and we're seeing the Executive Director and Technical local person. So that is the two offices we're seeing. But just to give you a gist, the building is quite, a beautiful one, a well put together building. You're seeing a modern uh, building they've constructed here, and they have a modern state of the art conference hall where you will have a series of programs to be held.
Hey everyone. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Namaste, wherever you find yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming this evening. We appreciate you as usual. Oh, who's in the back?
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
Marshall Territory, how you doing? One man, I'm sure. I'm
Oh,
doing.
Vasco was part of that words of his summer.
I'm doing mess with you. Oh, it's wonderful to
That's
be
the
here.
best. That's the best army. Hmm?
It's good to be here. I want to thank our audience. Please come on, share the show for us. We want your input, and let's have a wonderful show. It is a heated, moment in our country. And our country stands at a crossroad at this moment in time. We need
Everything is
to,
at a crossroad.
yeah, we need to. I don't know how to describe it, but we need to come together and speak truth to power. It's one thing to support people, even in their good and bad, like our parents do. Even when we're wrong, they support us. But in politics, it shouldn't be like that. In politics, we need to tell our leaders, you know, when they go wrong. And one of the things I've observed is that in Liberia, and this is very profound, right? I mean, the thing is that the old people, even when they do wrong, you can't say anything. Our culture is building upon that. Once you are younger than a person, you should be silent. You shouldn't say anything. You can't criticize them because you are little. I think that's a wrong mentality. And the reason why I say that is because I feel that uh, the old people they got wisdom. We consider them to get wisdom. But gray hair does not automatically give people wisdom. Because it gets some stupid people that got old as well. So yeah, we can say because you also you get one of the young people. And time has changed. The sensitivity that used to be in our political sphere, it has changed. Now certain things you could say, you could use to go free. These days you say you can't go free. You know what I mean? Before when people used to say gay, when you gay, everybody used to laugh at you. Ain't getting me? But this time, gay have equal rights just like you and myself. You can't demoralize anybody by calling them gay. You know what I mean? So times change and situations have changed, and certain things that used to be good is no longer good. Like for instance, the slavery we're talking about. Slavery was good, right?
That's
But
when.
now huh? Slavery was good when people were selling their people to go work on people's farms. Now, the new slavery is for you to play the DV and go to America and go work. You see it? But it has changed a little bit. Now, people are not chained to put on boats to go to the Western world to go and work. So I'm just trying to say that things that used to be okay are no longer okay. You cannot traffic anybody anymore. Before, people used to go in the village and get people children for them and bring them in the city to live with them. That's not send them to school. We need to work for them in their houses. And that was okay. All our people want to, oh, let my child be in the city, let my child be in the city. They don't even care that how they treating that child. That child will grow up in a miserable condition. But only because the parents felt it was okay because the only way they had to advance their children to not stay in the same village and born there, die there, is for them to move them in wherever and they treat them like slaves. But that was okay. But now it's not okay. I saw a lady who, because they said the ball rule, they beat the little ball that you can see on the little ball's back. You see it marked. The more going to jail. Before, you're not going to go to jail. They say that discipline. But it's no longer discipline. So times have changed. So the old way of doing things, you cannot bring it in the dimension and you think it's okay. It is not okay. And we're going to kick against it. And not because you are the president or you are the leader, so we cannot say when you go wrong. We need to say. I'm so thankful that I got this platform that I can let my views heard. And I want to thank you, Amy, for continue to keep this platform going because I can see no money coming from in my account for this platform.
Exactly. so, so
So,
anyways,
so
how
it's a
you
good
guys
thing.
doing? Continue to share the show. Thank you for coming, you guys.
Louisville,
Share the
Kentucky.
show.
Who is that?
Let's talk about the good, bad, and ugly of our country.
Mm,
You know, I like the views when George talking about speaking truth to power,
mm-hmm.
regardless if you like the person or not. How time has changed. You just said it. Time has changed.
Exactly.
Now we have the courage. You know, speaking truth to power shouldn't be a nitpick, right? It shouldn't be when it's not my own guy, then I gotta, something to speak truth to power. It's good to speak truth to power, regardless of whoever it is, right? But why do you have to pick who to do it to? And then the person you're doing it to, sometimes it's just because you feel like you don't like that person, so you just say anything, even if it's not true or if it's not right. You just you call it. You make yourself believe that you're speaking truth to power. No, speaking truth to power should be should be objective and be honest about your truth and not just something you coin to be the truth because you make it you believe it in certain camp or whatever to think that it is the truth. Even if you see good going like for the majorities, as long as not making you look good and you say, oh, that's a bad thing. That is not what they call speaking truth to power. And this energy, I would have wished to see it the last time. Maybe uh there was gonna be a lot of good that came out of there. If people were being so energetic like they are now, knowing every bad things, they're so smart enough to know what's good and what's bad. If it was that way years ago, we would have probably had a good, country, better country. President Booker would have probably inherited a better country to keep it going. But one thing again, people of truth, you know, when you're so used to doing the wrong thing and somebody kind of try to put you on the right track, say, let's catch up with the rest of the continent or the world, right? Let's do the right thing. Enough is enough. We've been doing this one thing over and over, and it's not taking us anywhere. So it's time to stop it. And everybody in that era, all they know is the wrong thing. The wrong things, because a lot of them. It's not going to be popular. You are not going to be the most loved person. But that's what we needed, somebody with a stomach. Because I don't want to say with I don't want to say the other word. We needed somebody with a stomach who doesn't care about next election, who doesn't care about what people say, who doesn't give a but just want things to be done the right way. And who better to choose than an older guy with all the wisdom to do that? An older guy who don't care. Like, I don't care if I go back there, but I would do the right thing. Those are the kind of thing that we want. We wanted to see doing the right thing now in a space like our country, like Liberia and whatever. Oh my God, you must have some thick skin because all the people who have made believe the wrong to be the right things and just want people stuck in that mindset, that mentality that this has always been and this should be because what it will favor me, it will favor my family, it will favor my friends. So when this person changes, it's going to be a problem. Let me continue to brainwash the people and think that this is wrong for them, even though it will better their lives. And some of them believe. They may continue to lie to them, say, even though I'm the one robbing them, I'm the one doing this to them, I'm the one who has done this to them. Let me pretend not to be the Messiah. Let me pretend not to be the one who loved them the most. And what happened? You can't blame them sometimes because that's all they know. Abuse, lies upon lies. The other one come, abuse them, use them for their votes, and then you trash them, leaving them, go to building houses in and outside of the country, going outside of the country to get married, living luxurious lives that children are not in the country doing whatever. And then they come and tell you, and don't do nothing that will better you and your children. And then they come and tell you, somebody come and say, let's do it the right way. Then they come and say, oh, that person wicked, that person bad, that person wicked. Yeah. That's why some of us, like George said, thank God for platforms like these. We know we are not the so-called loudest and bigger voices, but our little, homo platform, and we use our voices to what is that word again, George? What George said? Sanitize our people.
You just ruin it, man, at all. That's a problem. Like
When you said sanitize our people,
business.
and as much as we can, and that's all I can say right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, so look. I mean, the thing is, I'm not going to go to that, sanitization or what I think you're talking about. What I gotta say for me is simple. The thing is that if you say we want a leader that doesn't care, I look at it on a broad spectrum and will say I don't think it's a good thing to have a leader that does not care. A leader that does not care that the people are being evicted from their houses being destroyed, and then you say, "God, I'm making new land." I don't think I want that sort of leader. I want a leader who will be empathetic. Why he will be doing the right thing, but still maintain empathy for his people. And say, look, I know God I'm making new land, but those who would lose their homes, let's find a place for them to go temporarily. Let these people come and take them, like the disaster management crew or whatever, take them to a place where they will stay until they can find their level. But to just say, "Well, I'm making new land," you'll take the people from there, break their houses down. I think that kind of leader is not a leader that we want. And it's a bad thing, to be such a leader because we have a country where we have a lot of people who are poor and destitute. And these people will suffer, and build a little house. And then before you come to your chair, that house is being broken down by somebody who said they own the land. And then the president, instead of coming to say, look, guys, um, let's calm down and find a solution, temporary solution for these people. But just say, God, I was there the thing of President Boakai. President Boakai, few months ago, or maybe a year ago, he was giving a speech. I think it was at FPRC or somewhere. You know what he said, Amy? He said, "You'll be America." That shit he told you, so you'll be America, so you'll enjoy it. Don't come for you. Can you imagine? And this is not ICE were coming. You know how ICE kill people and all?
That's not true.
What that what you said, Amy? That's true.
ICE was nowhere to be found at the time he said that.
Yeah, Amy, he said it. He said it. If people here that can contact, they can attest to it. He said it. Amy, I was shocked for our president to say that to people. Can you imagine people, Liberians were in the street in Minnesota. They're about to protest against. Then our president said, "You'll be there, here, enjoy it." Don't coming for you. He said it, Amy. I would not allow him. I got no reason to lie.
He said it, but the content in which you are speaking, you are taking it way out of context. I know he said that. I know when he said that.
But Amy, can a leader say such thing? Let's forget about context.
No, we can't forget you. When you're speaking, you gotta speak. You're speaking in context. You can say forget about it.
We'll go to the context. Let me just finish my argument. This is the same president that that said, how they call it, said people's houses will be broken down, and so many times the president made some remarks that when you hear it, it's like he's throwing jabs at people. You know what I mean? And I don't know whether we need such a leadership, Amy. To be realistic, Amy.
You need to go with 16.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Yes, you
Apparently, he
do.
doesn't. No, Amy, because he said that he gets too much criticism. Someone who gets thick skin will not mind the criticism. You know what I mean? But he said, yeah, that statement, this statement he just made that's going all over the place now, that is going viral. He said, we get a lot of criticism, but don't listen to them. They don't live here.
And what's wrong with that?
To acknowledge criticism is to say that the criticism affects you adversely. That's why you're acknowledging them, that you get it. So it's logical, Amy. Look at it. For me to acknowledge that Amy is bad to me, that means that bad Amy is to me is affecting me. That means I don't have a thick skin for that.
Oh
So
my.
yes, so, yeah, Amy, I know our audience will get what I'm saying. If you don't get it, because I know you are more political than Amy anymore. So it's good that
No,
yeah,
I'm more real. I'm more of a realist.
you are
That's
more
what you
political.
know.
You are more political. So the thing is that for you to acknowledge criticism, that means that criticism affects you adversely. So and guess what? I don't think our president is tolerant, Amy. Because even let's listen. No, Amy. If you're in a country where people like for yet not reach a yet, but even how they call him say PK to be sent to jail for 6 months, Amy.
The president
I,
sent him to jail,
I know who's sent to jail, Amy.
but
I know
oh,
who's
I
sent to
think
jail. Yeah, but Amy, we have an imperialist president in our country. Let's
yeah.
move back from there. Let's move back from there. Let's put George Weah there as the president. Amy, I will be an imperialist president.
Well,
If
you
you put
different from
Amy there,
her.
yeah, Amy, listen, if you put you there, you will be an imperialist president. You know
Mm-mm.
why? You know why? Because the spending agent in the government is the executive. Anyone who has the money has the power. Let's look at our analogy. If you have the money, you have the power. Legislators get money. They can appropriate, they can but they put out collecting the money of LRA, the honor of the president. The person that can distribute the money, the honor of the president, the finance minister. So all the money in the country is with the executive. So because of that money they got the power. They can dictate how things run in the country. So for instance, even the president just nominated Messi as the chief justice. And
Mhm.
when you nominated him, he went for confirmation, he got confirmed. Because obviously he was going to get confirmed because the president has power over the Senate, he has power over the legislature, right?
Why don't we just get rid of all of them?
Yeah, but no, but guess what? Because we subscribe to a democratic system. Once we
They,
subscribe, so
we can just
now,
stop saying that.
Amy, now we have a rubber stamp legislature, a rubber stamp. Anything the president wants to get. So let me tell you, for instance, Amy, if the president had called Bese, say no, Bese, I understand that poverty is very rude, but you know what? I want you because in this country we have those free speech. While we will talk to this guy to desist from what he's doing, but I want you to let be tolerant because free speech is not only when it is okay for you to accept. Free speech is when it's difficult to accept. That somebody will come and insult me, you know what I mean, and go free. Insult
Mhm.
my mother and go free. This man has done it to people, he's gone free. Leave him alone. Let's just ignore him that he doesn't exist. But now he did not intervene. And I'm not saying that because he did not intervene, so he caused it. But I think his inability to intervene says a lot about him. Because guess what? There's a saying that says, uh, those who are silent will be judged, just
Who
like those
said that?
who talk. I'll come with that person's name. But apparently, okay, I'll put it on myself now. Yeah, I'll put it on myself. So, Amy, that's the thing, Amy. The problem is that our president is intolerant, and to be intolerant, it boils into dividing people, dividing population. Because anybody who says Bible, he does not like them. Let me tell you now, because how they call him there. Can you imagine my own brother and friend, Amy, my own brother and friend? He and myself was talking yesterday on the phone. How they call
30
him?
seconds.
Mark
So, yeah, I
Jabate.
don't
Mark,
want you to maybe to forget my point here.
yeah,
All the
Mark
things
Jabate.
me
Yeah, Mark Jabate. Can you imagine? Mark Jabate got a position as assistant minister for urban affairs. They coming to change their how they call it, the department into local government. Just to change the name. A position said there, but they came from the position and said no. We'll put somebody else there. We'll look for a place to put you. Can you imagine?
Yeah, that's wrong.
Can you imagine, Amy?
That's wrong.
Then he
But I
called the
mean,
president.
it's more like that, yo, plenty
Kamata,
things you're not
go
talking
ahead.
here
Go
today,
ahead. Go
right?
ahead.
First, you said the president doesn't care. That's not what I meant. The president does care. That's what he's doing. What he's doing. When I said doesn't care, I said doesn't care about election, the next election. Oh, let me not do the right thing so that people can love me. Fake love because I'm doing the wrong thing. So they can vote for me next election. That's what I meant when I said the president doesn't care about the next election. I didn't say about the people. The president does care about the people. He cares about the country. That's what he's doing, all of the things he's doing. If he was there, everybody else who didn't care, what would I say in business as usual? He wouldn't something so well, that's not what you can be. You say, oh, we don't like that kind of person. Yes, I do. I want every president I get shouldn't worry about the next election. That would make you to do the right thing. But if you're worrying about because the moment I remember wait till 2029, wait till 2035, wait till 2047, and they keep you right in the same dirt pool. You go put the people in that come there and keep you in 100 over the sewer because you want to stay over the sewer that you know you're not supposed to be. When rain comes, the whole city flooding, your whole bed in the air. You know that you got water bed. You laying out on it, or you something. That's what you want. When they're moving you from there to clean the place, to clean all of those places, to move people and put the right things that's supposed to be in the place, clean the drainage system and do all of that to make the city clean. When rain comes, so it won't be flooded. So when you anywhere outside the city or whatever you at, when the place get flooded, the drainage system will be there to for that rain to go in it, and everybody will move about safely and in the town. No, they shouldn't do that because while you're on the low zero and over the sewer system when they move it, then I mean a bad thing is done. It affecting everybody. The whole city get flooded. Everybody's trying to because they did it to your one. So that means that's the bad thing that has been done in the whole republic. What till 2029? So we one person who will get said, I don't care about the next election. That who will not be listening to stuff like that? George, that's the thing thick skin we're talking about. And that's what President Barack has. When President Barack telling people said don't listen to the noise, he's not talking about himself. He doesn't care about it. All the thing that people like y'all and people sitting up here who have their children, who have it, but then they're fear mongering, putting fear in the people, right? Talking about the person coming, they all walk coming, they all want, but they got their own family in here, they got their children in here, they got everybody here. So they're saying stuff down there, making it to because of what? Politics. Those are and then what are his lieutenants and they're listening to that and all scared to do the right things, thinking about this, that, thinking about that. Those are the people he's speaking to. Do not listen to them. He's not listening to them. He's the leader, so he's telling them to do the same. It's not like he's caring about what they're saying to him. No, he's not. He doesn't care what they're saying about him and to him because at the end of the day, guess what? He knows that what all he's doing at the end of his term, George, that Biron people will see the beauty, they will see the good in everything he's doing. From the beginning, he's not going to be popular. Like I said, I told you from the beginning. People used to doing the wrong things all the time. People lying to them. People used to but telling them that everything in a country, the citizens ought to have everything free. They're not supposed to pay for nothing. They're not supposed to pay taxes. They're not supposed to pay to get a trash bin. They're just supposed to put it right there. The government supposed to come take it for free. They're supposed to be sitting there. The government can't wash their clothes. They're supposed to be sitting there. The government can't get them food. Everything in the country supposed to be free. What kind of country runs like that? Tell me. So what the money supposed to come from? To do all of those things. But now everything is changing, right? They're trying to tell everybody, no, you were told the wrong thing for years. This is how things are supposed to be. Citizens are supposed to be this one and supposed to be this way. Because people are not used to it. People are used to getting $50 here and there because they want people to vote for them for the next election, lying to them. And then when election comes, they get a $25 here, this and that, so they can vote for them. So that's what they know. So now when you're trying to tell them the truth, they see you as the bad person for that time being. So when time goes on a little bit, they'll be like, oh, after they see all of you doing this, so okay. What's her name? When Mary Brewer then started cleaning her and all of that, what people used to say about her? But after she left, during Jefferson Coach's time, people used to be missing. In our Mary Brewer time, when you leave, that's when they know that they had something good. So everything that is going on right now in the country, building, connecting counties, fixing the roads, and those are not going anywhere. So even if somebody want to do it, but they're not breaking those things in, they will see it, they will know. That was President Bouakai who did those things. It was President Bouakai who knew that, yes, you will not eat the road, but you could use the road to go to the farm and get the food. You will use the road to go to the market. The road will make you to eat. So those are the things that President Bouakai tell y'all, and then y'all get mad because he used it with stuff. And that's what this man don't even say much, George. He can just throw a little bit at you like that, and you'll start jacking. Look at what he say. Oh, you'll be running all over the place, and all the thing you'll have to say from January to December. You don't think about it. Just one little phrase or one little sentence or word he will say. Oh, everybody go, President Bouakai is evil. Oh, he doesn't know what to say. That's unfair. He's just giving you the taste of your own medicine, just a little bit, not a lot, and then you'll start jumping all around.
Thank you, Amy.
He said, oh, he was talking about people. When President Bouakai said, you need to come home and build your country. You need to invest in your country. America is not your home. Europe is money. That's what he said. He didn't say there was no ice anywhere. There was nobody anywhere for him to say Trump coming. He said,
no, he said Trump coming.
Yeah, he said that, but it was not no ice time. He said that because he knows Trump policy. That's what he was talking about. During that time was when they were talking about taking
I can see the love in your face, yeah.
What are you talking about? When I was talking about what's that program name? They were talking about taking it away from the Liberian people. What is that? TPS or whatever they call it. They were talking about taking it away. That's when President Bouakai said those things. It was not no ice time. He said ice were in the street, people were in the street. You're always trying to twist things, and that's not speaking truth to power. That's what I just told you here, George. That is trying to narrate something that is not there. Then you call it speaking truth to power. How is that speaking truth to power? That is not speaking truth to power. That's trying to twist the narrative to brainwash people. That's what you're doing. That's what the rest of you are doing. That's not speaking truth to power. So just to test on what you tell a little bit.
Amy, once upon a time, President, we have said those who criticize him were enemy of the state. And we did not sleep for almost a week or two. People who were saying, oh, he called enemy of the state. He called enemy of the state. They were not talking about parable or anything. They say he's the enemy we are the enemy of the state. It's not talking about rubbish. I did not agree with President Weah for using that term. Because I feel that when you are the president, you embody everyone, every view. Because no Liberian want to see a bad Liberian. The only thing we want to see is the improvement of Liberia, but the way we want it is different.
Okay.
Yeah, the way we want it is different. So I would say, you should build the road first. Our parents say, no, you're not carry, you say they all over first. So everybody got their own way of doing things. So as the president, you embody everything. When people criticize you, does not mean they hate you. They criticize you because they want to see the better for Liberia. So I think, President, we are saying that was wrong. I said it, and I didn't agree with President.
What did you say?
I mean, one of the things is that my eating pay not on anybody kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I will not say I will have to please my political leader and this and that, and because my hatred pay and my mother boy. I disagree with him, and I think on our show, before the show, I miss even when President Weah, when he said we're not speaking to other people, you're speaking to sedition when he went to Cape Mount or somewhere in the west there, western Liberia. I did not agree with him. I'm like,
Because
if
no election time, that was a blunder.
yeah, it was a blunder. Yeah, but guess what? If I differ with him because of that, that tells you that I have a mind of my own. I will not just praise you blindly. So here's the thing, Amy. I still came back and say, President, we are saying that people who criticize him unnecessarily because of what he felt unnecessarily were enemy of the state. I felt it was still wrong. And I stand by that and say, President Bwaka is telling his people that are working for him that when they go in somewhere and dogs are barking at them, they should not pay attention to those dogs and then go and because they get something to do those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Metaphorically, whatever you want to say, idiomatically, if you wanted to say, noise making, distraction, as those people, I just felt that that particular phrase was not a phrase to be used. And before I go further, I just want to ask my brother, Lane Lakpo, how is Chelsea going? How is the qualification for Champions League? I hope it's going well. They say we're not win for Arsenal to take the Premier League, but they are not going to win. They are not even going to go to Champions League, but we are here. We're talking a little. So Amy, here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing, Amy. The problem is that with us is that when we support somebody, the person does no wrong. I differ with that.
With
And
you,
I will support you when you do the right thing. I will differ with you when you do the wrong thing. One of the things I will not do sometimes is to be public. Most of the time, when somebody I support does something wrong, I don't go fighting for that wrong the person done. I will stay back. I will not make any public comments. That's my
I never seen that.
I disagree with that, but I will not go public. Sometimes I'll go public with it. I'll say no. I disagree with this statement. Like I did with President Weah when he went to came out and said you were not speaking to the reaction. I said no.
Where did you disagree with that, George? Because since I've been knowing you for 3 years now, since 2023 was running election, I never heard you say anything that was, and you always like kind of try to defend even the criminal. What's the name? Everything that Samuel we'll talk about Samuel even in the courts, everything. The moment it says something about anybody, you defending it to the T. So you know what, you say one thing and then you do another. That's the person I know you to be. You that's not true. You only want when you want to criticize President Bwaka, then you want people to know that you are this.
I will not profess to be or sympathize of Bwaka. I don't agree with President Bwaka.
You don't have to be, but it's okay to criticize him when you're doing something bad. It's okay.
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with that. But you are not saying anything right. Everything he does.
No, I mean that's not true because I feel that the clearing of the alleys in the country, in Monrovia, especially Monrovia, clearing alleys for cars to be able to have access to buildings and and emergency vehicles to have access to communities to be able to rescue them in terms of fire, in terms of ambulance making their way there. I think that's a very incredible move, and I appreciate President Bwaka for doing that.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah, look, I appreciate him for doing that. I mean, one of the things I will also say is that building roads is a good thing, but exactly the thing the Joshua are doing. Even the coastal highway they were talking about, the Iboma and the other Iboma and something other, it was the same road building project.
Now the way we see it across the country, brother. We said we ain't built but the way we see the building road sweeping across the country, Josh, we was never anywhere.
We were building road in Lofa, you were building road in Nimba.
Yeah,
the Nimba people, yes, they were building road in Nimba, building road in Lofa, and building road in in the western part of Liberia as well. So I'm right over there. They were building roads there, Amy, those times have passed. The people that live there, they know. The people that live there, they know. Amy, let me tell you, the people that live in there, they know. Let me tell you, this new project that they're going to build, there's a road that leading from people, not people, but from Douala to go. There's not a new road. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. For me, I don't know what I'll be able to contribute to that road because I hardly go on that side. Because Liberian people will be paying for that road for the next 50 years to come. And we like it. We like to have a road that do not have it. to pay, I don't think it's a problem because what people they'll be told on the road because that road will be owned privately, right? A private company building that road. So when you're driving, you will stop and you pay money before you pass. You come out, you pay money, you
They have
pass.
to
That's how
maintain
it
it.
is, which is a good thing. I like it. But it's the same thing that person we had the first thing when you're going off it. You went to Igbo man, you went to loan for them to build roads. Amen. It did not materialize. I saw those border with a BB lips. They started going to China, India, looking for the headquarters of Iboma, doing all type of nonsense. About today, they say now in America, they are regretting what they did, trying to make sure that that project did not succeed. How they call it, the rules are just I want to bring. How do they call it? How they call it? Somebody send me the name. The Coastal Highway. The Coastal Highway was a road to connect the whole of the southeastern region to all
What?
parts of the country.
Joe Walker is doing it. We okay?
Yeah, well, guess what? But I'm telling you, that particular blueprint is the one was copied for this one that happening because it was the same thing.
So what
Then
happened? Why didn't he do it?
okay, they seem to ratify the contract. However, when the article is the financing aspect of the contract came, there was no article is the financial support because Iboma could not secure all the funding because it was going to cost I think $50 million or something more than that, and they couldn't secure the money. And it was a private contract, just like the company now that's coming to build a road. They have to source that money from somewhere, right? If they cannot get that money, even after that breaking ground, right? If they cannot, because now they have not even told us that they got the money yet to build the road. If they cannot show us the money to build that road, that work, even though they had a choice there, they inaugurated it or they broke ground for it, it's still not going to happen because you haven't had the finance. But we are not even on their website. I don't know whether they have website against it because
George, how you go break ground? You don't have the financing to do to start. Then what are you breaking ground about?
You're breaking the soil, you know. You're inaugurating
Yeah,
it.
to do what? You're
To
breaking
build it.
ground meaning you're about to start.
Yeah, you're about to start, but you need the money to start, you mean? Unless you can tell us we got the money to do it, then we agree. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that they
No, I'm
built
not
it.
saying you're not happy. You're saying that
But
you
it's
don't
not
know whether it will start or not.
for me to sit with my conscience, with my training, and say that okay, they want to build it, and they, I feel that that particular project is a cash cow for government officials. They are going to make money out of it, and I feel that it's not good for Liberia. The road is good, but the manner in which that particular agreement is put into place, it is a cash cow. And when I say cash cow, some people understand some people don't, that chopping ground for people because they said government, they said our Liberian government will get a certain amount, but then they will put all the other amount there, and then for the next 20 years, they will maintain the road, but then we'll be paying to use the road. I know in technical terms that when I want to be or when I want to voice out here,
Yeah.
people will be
I'm the boy. Look at it. Yeah. George B. brother, yeah, tonight. You're really you. President Boga no made
no,
George
but because President Biden is talking
You
recklessly,
alright.
Biden speak recklessly, you know, and that's something we need to think about and talk. But you know, the thing is that once we continue to hail him, he will continue, and that's the bad part because
What?
if you take the worker,
Hell,
the
who not?
people,
For
people
what?
already are saying that those parables he's using all the time, God not making new land, while people going without homes, going to sleep in the old car in the street.
But is God making new land?
It's a good question. But go ask the people who houses they broke down and don't have homes now and sleeping in old cars and in
George,
parks.
did they go on somebody's land and break their houses down, or they were breaking? President Boga did not break anybody's house down. Okay, President Boga was asked a question. He said, if they went to court and they find out that the land is for somebody and the people, they need to give the people their land. Will you want to go to court, George? Somebody squatting on your land for years. Will you want to go to court and they say, oh, because they put Ben here, let fee sign for the poor and let them stay on George's land? If that was you, be honest. You would fee sign for everybody then?
So Amy.
So this is where the politics come from.
I built a house in Fleetwood, Maryland County for my parents. Somebody came and claimed the house and the land. After working my behind up.
And you get a half hour because it was offering?
Hmm? What do you
You
mean?
told and said, well done for taking it, and you turn your back. Because the story we know, we won't hear the
Amy,
any.
Amy, I went to court. I went to court. I lost. Amy, I went to court and I lost. My people went to court and they lost
Okay.
because the person
Why?
said they had this deed that outdated our deed, so they took the land for us. So in that state that we're in, after spending all our money to build a house, even though the people that took the land from us, they were living right around that same area when we were building our house. They didn't say anything until we finished the whole house, and then they took us to court and said the land was theirs, and they took the land from us and the house. So Amy, in that case, I agree as a runner. You said that your land, the court says is for you, we give it to you. But don't you think I deserve some consolidation from from whatever it is that you, if you
It
want to
depends
talk
what
in
the
that
law
case,
says.
listen, Amy, do you think I deserve some commendation or some consolation for you who will say who will come in that area and say, oh George, look, we are sorry this thing happened, but look, man, these things happen. So just find a place, you know what I mean, that you can go. But if you come there and say, oh George, my man, they put it a land for you, go and make a new land. If I
Okay,
get
so see, this is why I say you always want to like twist. You know, you can want put chlorides and oil and apple cider vinegar on the people brain and wash it. That's what you can be doing, George. First of all, President Boga never went on the site and did that. I'm pretty sure President Boga was to meet with the people. It will be a difference in it. He was coming into the country, out of the country, into the country. When the same way how somebody here coming from Ethiopia, somebody went met him at the airport and asked him about what's going on in the legislature, as if that is his place. That's the same way President Boaka was asked. And President Boaka said, if the law said that the land belongs to somebody and the people on that land, let them have their land. So, George, it depends what the law says about what
no,
happened
you
in
need
your situation.
you need to let him have the land. Don't twist it. Don't make it look fine. He said, go and make a new land.
Was that the only statement he was that the only thing he said when they asked him, "Going to making new land"?
He made that statement.
Exactly, and he said
Yeah,
other
he
things.
made,
So why are you leaving those things out when they're going to making new land? What is
but
wrong
Amy,
with
do you
God?
think
Is
it was
not
feeling
making new land.
appropriate for the president of the Republic of Liberia to see a citizen losing their hard-earned money in breaking down their home? For him
Let
to
me tell
say,
you this,
God, I'm
please.
making new land,
We
Amy?
need to stop enabling Liberian people because of politics. We need to stop that.
Stop
We
what?
need to stop enabling our people to do the wrong things. People have been on people's land for years. If I were on somebody's land for that long, I would try hustle and get my own at a half lot because I know that land is not mine. Even if I'm in the other way or if I'm on a government land. And as I've learned, they have been telling them about those land forever. Okay, so we all know how our people behave. Government is not ready, or government, or who the person who has the land, how long they been away. Some people come there, they don't even know. Other people, crooked people, sell the land to them, knowing that it's not theirs, or to say, "Oh, come squat here, it's mine," knowing that it's not theirs. You can't. You need to stop. Y'all live in foreign country in a white man. Y'all know how these things goes. Y'all won't goof. Y'all claim to want goof for Liberia, but y'all don't want the right thing to be done in Liberia because y'all want to be playing politics. You know that would not be your land or your relatives' land, and you be sitting there saying that, "Oh, the people suffering, oh, the people doing this, so let's leave them there." No. If you know a land is not yours, you never inherited, it's not your father's land, it's somebody that you just quoted, know that is not your. One day they will come and get you out of there. Just
Okay,
know it.
can I say
So
something
no
to
one
that?
is saying that President Walker never said like I said, President Walker will ask a question at the airport and he will give, he said,
No, not at the
God is
airport. You're
not
not at the
making,
airport.
he said God is not making new land. He said that. So what's the big deal in there? That means he's speaking for everybody in the country. It could be you, George. It could be your land. You want it from somebody. If that's your land, you should. If the law said you go to court, if the law said that's your land, that you gave you your land. God is not making new land behind that house to say, "Oh, Josh will take the other land when it grows." That's what he's trying to say. That's not anything like somebody going to say, Y'all know why y'all move from here, Ghana making new land. Y'all stop saying that like that's how it was said. And then you talk about parables. This man is the older man. He speaks in parable, okay, or proverbs, however we want to call it. He's not insulting anybody. This is something that anybody would say. He's a human being. So what are you talking about? You need to stop enabling our people to say everything should be free. When they said tax, our people are suffering. Oh, when will everybody be rich in Liberia before everybody start paying their taxes or start doing something for country building? The country you're sitting in, are you not paying taxes? Is everything being given to you free? We have homeless people here. We have poor people in this country. Everywhere in the world, you always have poor people. Nowhere in a country that everybody get rich before they start doing something or everybody have it. No, but we had politicians, not we, because I'm not part of that. Politicians have made Liberians get used to this whole thing about free, and that. And I mean, you can't blame them because that's what they've been selling to them forever, right? But some of them know better. Some of them do know better.
Amy, I've listened to you, and I think you are just as sycophantic as most Liberians are.
You didn't bother paying my rent here?
No,
what's wrong with that?
He doesn't have to pay your rent for you to be sycophantic.
Oh yes, he has to.
He doesn't have to.
He doesn't even know me.
Then maybe you don't understand what sycophancy means.
I know what it is.
Yeah, sycophancy. Yeah, sycophancy.
It has to shock you. Yeah. What's the say? I don't know what it is. Why
but Amy, so to be a sycophant doesn't mean that the person has to be directly funding your lifestyle or anything.
Why would you want to be a sycophant to somebody?
Yeah, because you feel that that's the cause, or that you're calling for. You know what I mean? Now you're calling to be sycophant, you can be a sycophant. So the thing is that Amy, I think President Boakai needs to unite the country.
He has been doing that.
He's not been doing that.
Yes, he has.
He hasn't been doing that.
He has been the only president who done that.
Let me finish. If you say that, that's your view, and I thank you for your view. But in my view,
it is for you too.
In most Liberian view, President Boakai needs to do more to unite the country than to divide. Because I think currently what is happening in Liberia is uncalled for. For the fact that you as a president, you go and tell your team of ministers or those who work for you to say they should not listen to anyone who criticizes them. I think it is wrong. Because not all criticism are bad. There are good criticism that people can learn from. But for you to tell them to close their ears to any criticism, I don't think it's a good leadership. You should listen to the people and pick what is good from that criticism, because not all criticisms are bad. But our president will say his officials to close their ears to any criticism and just move ahead. I don't think it's a good leadership.
Maybe that's what I be there and play.
Yeah. Maybe find it what go. I think the thing is that the president is not treading. We expect of older presidents to be very wise and be very understanding, but our president is not exhibiting such attributes, and I think it's sad because our country, people saying that we are enabling our people. What you said, that hurts me, because even in Ghana, Nigeria, they are still breaking people's houses down because of land dispute. They are breaking people's land down. Let me say, there's a woman who said one of the places they broke down, she said she spent almost $500,000 to build a place, and they broke that place down. And what I might have some problem
with the entertainment center.
Yeah. Wow, I might have some issue with it, but I think she spent considerable amount of money over there.
I heard that's a different something, but anyway, that's different. Go ahead.
If you spend $5, she still spent her hard-earned money. And guess what? She said she bought the land for someone. You see it?
She bought it or leased it?
I think she bought. I'm
She
not
said she
sure.
was leasing it.
Maybe she was leasing it for someone. Who was she leasing it for? Somebody who claimed ownership to it. So she
Yeah.
was obedient to the fact that that place was for someone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people like that, you have to be empathetic to them. If you're giving them money, don't give them talk like our president did. If you're not giving a place for refuge, to say, okay, see they breaking your place now, we'll tell her to go to City Hall for her to be there until you can find places to go. Everybody on their own. Then you go there and give people talk. I don't think it was okay.
You didn't
But it
go
is what
there.
but it is. If you will, maybe we can move to the
Let
yellow
me
folder.
play this in here
Yeah,
because
yeah, play.
you know what I think about that, George.
Mhm.
You guys are channeling the how should I say this? The conversation in the wrong direction. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think that we all should have been like the government should start going after land sellers, especially the ones that are doing it illegally, selling it to people 3 to 4 times, or you knowing that it's not for you and you selling it to people. That's what the conversation should have been. Because I would not have my D in my hand. This might go sell my land in. I go to court, you say, oh, because this, that. So the president should do that, or because people do this, so the president should do that. No. The person who sold that land, if somebody believed that land for them and they bought it, the person who sold that land for them to them should be arrested. Should pay that person money back with interest. If that is happening, people will stop that nonsense. They will stop it. And I know it's anyway, isn't about some people, but not about some people want doing that. Yeah, the majority of that of them are they are doing that, right? But yeah, I think that should be all of Liberia's call to the government to do to put a some kind of law in place for that. Trust me, George, if they do that, right? All that funny lane setting thing will stop because when these people do that, do stuff like that, guess what? They leave the two parties that bought the land to be going at it. Why they take the money, eat it and sitting in the back chilling? Why did two people going at it and one of them will be the loser? Why they got the money and chilling with it? So there should be a law that if anybody to find out that the person who sold the land to George, that's the person sold it to Amy, that person should be arrested and that person should pay Amy money back with interest. Trust me, they will stop it. But if they just
Yeah,
go and go and start chilling, and then that the two persons, somebody named George be the loser or Amy be the loser, no, that it will make it to keep going on instead of people going to court and then they're getting there's something I said, oh yeah, that's your land. Go ahead and they'll go. They want to break it down, and we're blaming those people. The land sellers should be the ones to be blamed. That's my own little something. But let me play this stuff here that George tried to rerun and change the narrative and do this. Let me play and let's see what President Barker was something or like every other old people or Liberians speaking parable. If that's not what he was doing, or he was intentionally calling somebody what George said he was calling them. So is it on?
no sound.
What's going on?
It's JJC business. You say on there.
No, I should have had some. I played it.
I think the bottom up there. Go up there and see. Click up there. Next to that one. Oh, it's full on
One.
full throttle. Yeah. Play again. Let's see. I think yeah anything.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I played earlier today and
Maybe cooler for fun. Finish muting the whole thing. Or now one yeah.
Okay.
So it's yeah, forget about it. I mean, the Papa spoke recklessly, and you
No,
need to
he
learn
did
from it.
not. He spoke in parables.
I
That's
mean,
why
there was no reason to even tell the people not to listen to criticism. I mean,
he never
there
said,
was
yeah,
no
he said
reason.
people who are criticizing the good things they're
Yeah,
doing.
no, Amy, you can't tell me what is good in my, like for instance, I will go and protest because I don't have a job. That is bad to me. He get a job, so it ain't bad to him. You see it? So everybody will not have the same how they call it, the same
Everybody should be
requirement.
wise enough in the country to know that opening the roads or something good, to know that electricity, to know that cleaning the city, to know that those things are good things. People should know that. They never had it. Sanitation, they never had it. They should know that. People should know that when you're rebuilding, when you're cleaning up, it's not going to be bread and butter. Things are going to be tough, even tougher before it gets better. People should know that. So and I know your side, my side kind of thing. But everybody know they know what's going on, but then they chose to be disrupted because they want to play politics. Those are the people that President Boaga talking to. And I'm talking to everybody the one that the concerns one that actually bringing up was somebody talking about the one that will see everything to be bad. But they didn't know that. They didn't know how to fix it. But now somebody doing it right, they're seeing it to be bad. Like a car's great, for goodness sake. You know, even built kitchen for the people in district number A. He look at Pristo, Town Hall. He said that's a mediocre, a big mouth to the highest grade. How can you listen to somebody like that? You knew better. You knew of a bigger space, and you couldn't even build a kitchen, not even a toilet house. But then you calling somebody who built a whole, I don't know, conference center or town hall, whatever. You looking at it and criticizing it. So tell me, those are people that people supposed to be listening to? Give me a
Amy,
break, George.
Amy, every individual has a priority, right? Um, how they going to
Gray.
Gray must have had a different outlook on things.
Okay, so what
So
did he
Gray,
do?
whoa, Gray renovated markets for the market people. He did so many things for that place. Amy, that's why the
What
people kept
market
voting
he
for him.
renovated?
Amy, you are not living old as okay. Do you know what that place comprises of? The District 8. You know what it
What
comprises
market
of?
did he renovate?
No, no, don't tell me. Do you know how you know the place? What the whole place is? That District 8. What
I
comprises
asked
of
you the
District
question.
8?
I don't even know what Prince got it uptown hall about.
Raritan
See it?
Market. You know
I
Raritan
can
Market.
see it, Kolo Kolo. I don't have to be there.
You know Raritan Market.
I heard of right time market. Where you born?
So you see, these things that when you know the place, then you can
It
relate.
doesn't matter. I
The
don't know what
listen,
Prince
listen,
got
listen,
at
and
town
Amy, yeah. So
hall.
listen, and
No,
listen,
just
and
to
Amy.
tell you that it doesn't matter. I don't know what Prince got out town hall, whatever he calls that, right? But I
Amy,
can
how
see
many
it with
people
my
can go in that
BB
town hall?
eyeball.
How many people can go in that town hall by looking
What
at
do
it?
you mean?
How many people?
People can go
How
in
many?
there.
Amy, tell me how. Just tell me the capacity. I
I
just want to
don't
know the
know.
capacity.
But I know
Okay,
there's something beautiful
okay.
sitting there for that they never
District, that
had.
district, like the district, even the youth, they can't fit in there. When it's a district meeting, the youth,
Well,
they can't
everybody
fit in
will
there.
go in
I
there.
know it is a good thing, Amy. Let me say something, Amy. It's a good thing, right? For people to build infrastructure for community to use. I think it's a good idea. But if somebody has a criticism of that place and they
Mhm.
got a genuine reason to criticize it, my first time I saw it, I said, "This is a really good building, but how can disabled people go up there? No way. They can
Okay.
there's no disabled person can go up there." It was a genuine criticism. So we cannot say because somebody criticizes you, so a bar, you will not listen to them. But guess what? When I
You're missing the
criticize that, you
point.
know what he did? Yeah, listen now. When I criticize that, you know what he did? Because I think I was not the only one. And when I said it, people jumped at it and it went viral. So you know what he said? He said they're going to face downstairs and they'll have
So I
TV
didn't
there.
listen to.
Anybody can listen to anybody. That's the thing.
Let's clap.
Yeah.
No,
Anybody
that's
can
a
listen
good
to
thing.
anybody. Yeah, anybody can listen to anybody. It
Hmm.
just depends on your points because when you make educated points, you know what I mean? People will listen to it. I don't care whether they hate you, but they will listen to that. When you make an informed position, because I mean, not everybody knows that people with disability deserve to be in the space of people who are able-bodied
Oh no,
people,
I
right?
agree with that.
Yeah.
If
So
everything
yeah,
is all about upstairs and they
yeah.
don't have anything about downstairs, then
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it is.
here's what he said to that when he went on OKFM. He said they will have a TV downstairs that anything that is done up there, people downstairs can watch it on the TV. I said that's good. But is that good enough? I don't think so. But guess what? That means segregation between the people who are able-bodied and people who are not able-bodied. Because it, guess what? For people to feel, part of the society, they must be able to do things that other people, anybody can do. So if I cannot go in a hall, only you can go in a hall. The only thing I can do is to watch it on TV outside. That means segregation already. But people will not understand that. They say, oh, because you're against the man, or why you do anything before. No, I mean, it doesn't work like that. Maybe because Accra Great saw that space to be on a big space to build such a building
Yeah.
that maybe that's why he did. No, I'm just using a conditional term here. I don't know whether you are even planning to do that. But here's the thing, but even so criticism can make us to learn. Because you can learn from people criticizing. Let me tell you, not everything people criticize you about, you feel that the person hate me. Even your enemy criticize you. Listen to that criticism and see what is there for you to pick, and you can make yourself better. Because
Wow.
most criticism have something in it to take. But if you say, oh, because you accuse me, so I don't want to listen to the criticism, I mean, it does not offer you well. It's not going to do anything for you.
I like this new George, this wisdom, this honest speaking George now, because like
You see, and
no,
that's the
no. If
problem.
you would give me all the advice the person he would have done better. That's what I said.
And you see, that's the problem because
He would
the
have
thing is,
done better. A person we would listen to people that come in and when they were giving like constructive criticism, and they were not gonna be telling them to go sell sugar water, they are enemy of the sins, they are this and this, and they're chasing people around because they're telling them that they are proceeding wrongly, then maybe something better will come out of that. But no, all of a sudden, everybody become this wise old guy sitting around.
no, I'm not old. I mean,
If people
the,
somebody who criticizing, I know, but somebody who criticizing Prince though, it shouldn't be a Kara's grade. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying the reason you just put for is a bad something to say. Or what about disabled people? Which is a good point to raise, right? Because in our culture or in our society, they always put disabled people as if they don't exist, which is very wrong. And that's
so
the kind of
can
message
I ask you a question, Amy?
that some of us try to preach to them that disabled, just because you're disabled doesn't mean you're not a human being. But that's what they believe on our side of the world, or that's what they believe they had for a very long time.
Can I ask you a
So
question?
sure, you can.
Do you think Barack Obama can criticize Donald Trump? You have the right to do that.
Yeah.
Why? Why you think so?
Did I tell you?
Yeah, just give me an example.
Isn't that self-explanatory? Well, the reason why
That yellow man, that orange man. Tell me.
that's how I wanna come back. You see why I'm nervous about like bro come back? Look at how I wanna come back. Everybody losing their minds here, okay? I was buying gas $2.11 like a month or two ago. Now I'm paying almost $5 per gallon for gas.
Yeah.
Because why somebody press check I don't know come back. So it's a lot of reason why President Obama wasn't perfect. I didn't like some of his stuff that he did, about this.
But
Hey,
do
I
you
didn't
know
like
that?
that.
Do you know there are some Americans that feel that Obama does not have the right to criticize Donald Trump?
Yeah, Donald Trump people.
Exactly. So this
Exactly.
whole
That's
thing,
what I'm saying.
this
Donald Trump people.
exactly. So guess what?
Politics.
That's what the problem is. That's what the problem is.
Politics.
Because
Exactly.
because more often we find ourselves in a bubble, right? We find out that when we support the person is good, and the person is infallible. The person cannot make any mistake. You know what
No,
I
that's
mean?
not true. It's when they
And
had to go to thing and do that.
because into you, President Baka cannot make any mistake.
That's not what I said. Don't put words in
What
my mouth.
can you tell me the mistake he's made since he became president? One that you think was a mistake.
Let me see. Because if I tell you say President Boga does make mistakes, doesn't mean he's supposed to make one for me to be pointing it out of a certain no. President Boga, maybe I can't think about it right now, but
That means it is not obvious, right? You have to think about it, right? But
yeah.
I will tell you
I mean,
now,
it doesn't mean that he doesn't make mistakes, but it may not be the way you can be turning it to be. So tell me what the mistake President Boga made.
President Barker speaks
if
recklessly.
that's what if one of
His speeches are very reckless, and I understand that. I mean,
I
and,
just
and
like,
maybe I'm judging him harshly because
absolutely.
maybe the reason why I'm judging harshly is that because I expect better from him. Maybe that's why.
Well,
Yeah,
he's not a human being.
I think I have to because Amy, I'm a fair person. Maybe I need to
Oh God,
rethink.
help us.
Maybe
You
I need to
won't do
rethink.
that by
I need to
yourself.
rethink my strategy.
Let
Yeah,
me
Amy,
be the one.
because guess what, Amy,
Let Lane like what be the one. Let I know face like Johnny everybody he say you the greatest so that your brother, the seditious brother. So but let other people be the one to say George is very fair. Let
okay,
George not be the one to be blowing his own horns because that's
Amy,
not
guess
true.
what? Amy, guess what? Self-assessment is the best.
Oh gosh.
To,
No, it
to
can be
assess
biased.
yourself.
No.
No, Amy. Self-assessment can be biased because nobody can force you to do it. You yourself take it upon yourself to do it, and that
Yeah.
assessment is the best
Yeah.
because
Point
guess
your
what?
horns.
Guess what? You know your strength, you know your weaknesses, right?
Regardless
So
if you're honest about it.
no, Amy, you don't need to be honest with people. You're honest with yourself. That's why you do the
That's what I'm
self-assessment.
saying. Regardless
Yeah,
if you're
guess what?
honest about it.
No,
With
not about it,
yourself.
but honest to yourself because you have to be honest to yourself before you even take upon yourself to
About
do
it
an
with
assessment.
yourself.
Yeah. So you have to be honest with yourself to do an assessment on yourself, right? If you're not
Mhm.
honest with yourself, don't need to do any assessment, right? So the thing is that I feel that maybe to reassess my whole position is that maybe I'm being too harsh because I feel that this president is an elderly man and he should know better. He should not be throwing jabs, even at opposition. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't
Did
think he
you
should be
what?
throwing jabs.
I'm not
Eh?
laughing at you. I'm laughing at something. What do you say? You shouldn't be throwing jobs at opposition? Why not? So, President, we can use our own so-called church, a shrink like they call church. Hey, who not pushing is to go there and insult opposition. You never talk about
So
that.
then
You
we have
never
never
speak on that.
insulted anyone in church. Amy, don't say that.
Oh wow! You
Yeah,
see? So
we have
yeah,
not
you
gone to
see what
church
you're
to
doing
insult
right now.
anyone.
You're not being honest. The honest person you're calling yourself, you're
Amy,
not.
if you say he has insulted somebody in church, tell me. I want to hear it. I want to hear the insult. I want to hear the clip. I want to see a
You
clip
don't even
because
get
even
insults.
because we Christian, we don't go to church.
Can I
We go
preach
to church.
this
Church is
Saturday?
a sacred place. Yeah, church is a sacred place. So
That
for
place
us to
not
go
church.
there,
It's not a church. What kind of church is it that you don't go open Bible to preach, but you go political rhetoric? That's what you stand
Amy,
on the
yeah, Amy,
so-called pulpit to do. What kind of
Amy,
church is that? That's a
Amy. So
shrine.
listen
It's
now.
not a
So
church
so
to me.
Amy, listen now.
No, it's
There's
not.
something called preaching and something that's called uh, to exhort, right? Most of the time, you see George, we are on that stage. He's not a preacher. He doesn't go there to preach. They can just give him to make remarks. That's all. So the preacher can already preach. The church service, the preacher who's going to preach for that, they can already preach. George we can make remarks. So when they call him for remarks, that's when he say what he want to say. But he's not preaching. So
So
you
every
can't condemn what
Sunday
church is saying. It's not a
they
church.
got a program. Every Sunday that George Bear makes a
Last
remark.
last Sunday he was there. What did he hear from him?
Lord help
Yeah,
me.
but last Sunday he was in church.
What
He
kind of
drove himself
church
to
is that?
last Sunday he drove himself to church. What did he hear from there?
It didn't say Anthony, but what I told him say the other one go on inside, the other one can say sugar water, the other one wants something. Really? Like, in church is all go do that one here. Wow.
So Amy, look, I'm very torn apart by the Jaga Kuluba saga,
Okay.
and I understand. Let's remove Waka from the stage first. Let's look at the legislature. I
Mm.
think the sycophancy and the regime speaker in the house are creating they are creating a situation where there will be a lot of chaos in the country. I think you can recall
Like to say that.
almost a year to remove one speaker because somebody wanted to be regime speaker. They fought. They stay at a hotel for almost 6 months, more than that probably. You know the amount of money they spend, our Labrenco taxpayer money. And even I heard that this man that has the building and next to the ministerial complex there, George Calando said they owe him because they stay at his hotel for some time as well. And the speakers have to pay that money. Speaker does not have any job besides being a speaker. So it's our taxpayer money that they spend to do all that nonsense today. And they fought all that fighting just to become region speaker. And he is a region speaker now. Okay. So calling how they call it, calling removing Yaka Koloba because he said it obvious is sad.
Is it
Amy,
obvious?
yeah. Amy, I will send you a tape now. I want you to play it, please, if you can, of the Sierra Leonean foreign minister.
That's an
When the king,
AI video. Don't even
no, it's not.
on it.
It's not. Have you seen it?
So even if okay, let assume that is true. What does that have to do with Liberia?
It has a lot to do with Liberia. But
No,
here's
it
the
does
thing.
not.
Okay, Amy, if you allow me to speak, we understand what I'm trying to drive at here. So the reason I say it has everything to do with Liberia because it has to do with honesty and good governance, right? So if our people who have gone to Suleba, right, and the Suleba or Sulema or whatever, and done an assessment and found out that that land actually belongs to us, come back and say this land is ours, Guinea wants to take it and will not allow it, and then go to Guinea, the president meet, and then they come back, and then tell us the result and tell us what's going to happen because we need report from them. That's what we pay them for. The president came by and said, when the president left Conakry, the next thing we saw was we saw the Guinean troops lining up at the border and encroaching on our land. And when we complained, the president said they were trying to they were withdrawing. So we said, but they were not on our land. How come withdrawing bring them on our land, on our side of the river? Since that time, they have not spoken anything. Yaya Kodoba came by and said from a survey, he found out that that land it belongs to Guinea. Because of that, they said he brought a horse in a dispute. I don't know what sense does that even make. For somebody to say that land from a survey or from people I've spoken to or from my information, that land belongs to Guinea and they say it's unpatriotic. What is unpatriotic about saying the truth? What is
You
unpatriotic
know that
about
is the
that?
truth.
Eh?
You calling it the
No,
truth.
well,
Have you done
Amy,
any survey, any something that makes it the truth?
no, Amy, listen now.
No, 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 no,
The
no, no.
only,
You
yes,
just said the truth.
yes, it's the truth. You know why I say it's the
How do
truth?
you know that it's the truth?
Go.
What are your evidence?
What is the alternative? What has the government told us?
Oh, that's why it's the truth because the government have told you that they are using diplomatic means to solve the
Amy,
problem.
Amy,
That's what
here's
it's
the
it.
Amy,
So
Amy.
what are you talking about?
If I said this is white, to contradict me, you will say no, it's black. And you bring it black. You say yeah, it's black, George. But this man is saying for information that land belongs to Guinea. You did not come with anything to prove it wrong. Then you say it's unpatriotic. Unpatriotism does not mean for you to claim somebody's land. If in fact the land is not yours, you can let me tell you, the Sierra Leonean foreign minister said, in a quote, he said, our people raised our flag 1.4 kilometers into Guinea land. And then they generally ask him, how do you know? He said, because we took investigators there to go investigate and we found out that we were 1.4 kilometers into Guinea. So that land does not belong to us, it belongs to Guinea. Nobody fired him from the government. He stole the information, the non-information, and he stole the foreign
1.4
affairs minister.
kilometers.
Yeah,
How
1.4
big is
kilometers.
that?
Even it is not big, but when it's long, let me tell you, it's still a big land. Okay, let's say 1.4 kilometers. Okay, let me give you that. Okay, when you
No, no,
stand
let's
EAW
see
Johnson,
on. Forget about
yeah,
let's
no,
go
let
like
me tell you, if you stand to the EAW Junction, to how they call it, say, to when you park a child to the house and going from small on top of that, on the other side, that 1.4 kilometers there. So if it's long like that, and all around to the border, a big land we're talking about, so not small land. So let's forget about that one. So the thing is that he said, our people raise our flag into the people country. So we consider they should bring the place back, that place for the people. So now the people, they relax. They agree now they land for the people. They move from there, they settle to their land. Peace is there, everything is cool. Our government cannot even tell us to say out of our land for us. They only say in the land we claim. Guinea say for them. I mean, that in itself tells you that the land is for Guinea. They're just trying to play around because politically they feel that if they concede the opposition and say they're giving our land over to the people. But it's good to tell the truth to make sure that Liberian people remain at peace, because we got a friend here who lives here with us. That place they're talking about is where our people live. All of them had to flee from that place. They are not there. They are displaced currently. So it's good for our government to come to us to tell us. Can you imagine? Almost 2 months now, Amy. We have not heard a word of that place. If we're even doing, how the question, diplomatic means, you got to tell us this where we are with the diplomatic with Guinea, speaking to Guinea. You got to report to the Liberian people, Amy. But we cannot report. That means Jacob Kuruma is right. When there's no alternative fact, the fact is the fact. Because you are not doing anything, Amy. Let me tell you, diplomatic means you can take the people to court. You can even report them to ECOWAS, or you put it to MRU. Because MRU, that are 3 countries, you put it to MRU for us to go and sit down and discuss it. None of that has happened. If you go on MRU website, they don't
you behind it. None of that happened.
Well, Amy, if something like that happened, they will publish it. They will publish it, Amy. So now, so Amy, so what they don't tell us, you assume it's happening, right?
So let me tell you something, George. And you shouldn't assume what you don't know either. Okay? Say you don't know. But now listen to
somebody have told us.
Couldn't repeat it. Why was he denying it? Why was he denying it? Why was he denying it? What he said?
He did not deny. He said, according to his information, when I saw there, that place belongs to Guinea. And he did not deny it.
Yes, he did. He denies it. And I can play the clip for you. He was beating around the bush and saying things in that. So let me say it now. Let me say my own. Because you come in because Jacob Koba said came from the plane from Ghana. After staying there for 3 months, getting paid. Why Liberian people in the country? Why the people saying that to the border? Mr. Davidson, you mean yourself? You come with some bad something. He come here telling us that he did survey, he did research. What time did he have to do research when he getting off the plane because he want to be Mr. Wild Mouth talking cat? That was not his inner politics that he always plays. That's what it is. Look, Jacob Koba is a lawmaker. He vowed to protect the state to against any outside aggression or whatever.
Lying.
George, you're not letting me say something either. Jacob Koba, what have you asked him? The survey he did, the research and everything. Did you ask him to report to you and show it to you? Since you think it's honesty now, he's saying the truth and everything. Have you seen it? Have you seen any report from him? Have you seen any survey from him? Have you seen any research? He can research what needs to be done in district number 10, but he can research a whole big border to tell you what's going on there. After he got off the plane from Ghana, and you sitting here telling us the truth. See, this is why I say y'all don't speak truth or power. Y'all play politics. And you say here you want to call yourself an honest person or fair person. Right now, you just expose yourself because you're not honest. What you're saying is not honesty because you don't know anything of what Jacob Koba says.
What is the alternative fact for him?
That's because you don't know the alternative facts or you haven't seen it doesn't mean you should agree to some random saying that somebody just get up and say it. And you say, oh, that's the truth because the government not telling me that. No, the government is telling you something. You just don't want to hear it. You want the government to tell you war that you cannot afford or war that you cannot fight. Or war that you cannot, that our people, you sitting down here, you and your family in the Western world. Then you say government will go fight. Don't put that to the border.
You can't tell me that I said that, Amy. You can't tell me that I said that.
Just say President Boga was scared and so and this and that. So those people that to the border, that just because somebody came on their land, they got scared. They imagine gunshots and people losing their lives. Or what? Piece of land? Really? Diplomatic talk, that's what they're doing. All the noise y'all got going, they should go say one thing, then they can say, oh, it be on Facebook. Then they say one thing, then they can say, oh, it be on. No, that's not how you do it. That security matters. Okay? So they have to keep it on the wrap till everything is said and done before they come to the Liberian and report it. They're not about to go say, we walk in the room with John Brown. Oh, Liberian we walk in the room with John Brown today. That's not how it works. And that's where the honesty comes in. That's not how it works. If Jacob Koloba is a man, he believed that he did survey, he did research, he was sure it. But when it came spooking the show and he knew he was in hot water, he started to deny it. And you played it for you. And he got caught with his pants down. He couldn't say anything else. This is why every time, even when you're saying the truth, it falls flat because of things like this. That's what it is. And that is not politics. He will not go sit with any Lofian. I dare him to point out the Lofians that he sat with to talk about that land instead of the Lofians. So he said, oh, yo, they land for Guinea. He will never show you because it's a blatant lie. And you sitting here calling it the truth.
So,
Just come on, man.
So, Amy, why would you say it's a lie? Have you had any alternative facts?
Of all,
You see, that's the problem.
people,
That's the problem.
Jacob
Because
Koloba of
we
all
know
people,
Jacob Koloba to be rude, but Jacob Koloba is not a known liar. We
Yes,
know
he
Jacob
is.
Koloba to be a rude guy, but not Jacob Koloba was bribed by this government to remove speaker. He put a check on and shoot everybody.
What check he
We
pulls
know
out?
Jacob. Oh, when a check came from the executive mansion for them to go buy furniture for your office.
That was a bribe to remove a speaker.
Of
A
course.
check
That's
to
why
go. That people here, man. So
Yes,
if you no, let me put it right back on your foot. If you tell him Jacob Koloba is an honest person, so
So you say
all the
Jacob
things he
Koloba
said
lie.
about
So you
George
say Jacob
Weah,
Koloba lie, and the government is telling
all
the
the
truth.
things he says about George Weah, we should listen to him because he's an honest person.
Jacob Koloba insulted George Weah.
No.
Insult cannot be.
He said way more than insults. He said a
Give me
lot
one
of
that he
things.
said. Give me one that he said.
Oh, now you don't know what Jacob Koloba
I know. I
said.
said give me one that
Well,
he
you are
said.
very dishonest. That's what I don't
Give me
even
one
want
he
to
said.
go down that road with
We
you.
know between
You know this
politics. We know
again?
between political. We know between political. How they call it? Political lines, and we know when somebody is
Well,
taking
political lies.
facts.
Now I'm with George. We had a political lies, but
Look, okay, Amy,
when it
look,
comes to Liberia,
I don't know. We're
a
not
political
gonna
truth.
we're not
Okay,
gonna go
right.
anywhere with this. All I'm saying,
Right. But the one thing y'all need to know is that is disgusting because the land. The land in question here is not Joe Burger private land. It's not Joe Burger mansions. It's not Joe Burger anything. It's the Liberian people. It's Liberia. So for you to be putting your politics towards that far is disgusting because then people say, oh, everybody won't go for that. No, everybody don't want to go for Liberia. When they know that people are not there to loot, or when they know there's a government that are making that people to look bad, then it turned out to be angry and want the bad things to be done. Everybody don't love Liberia. They love political leaders and political parties. That's who they love. Not Liberia. How you doing, Mr. Davis? Coming to church late. We were about to leave.
So maybe before
Good,
Davis come in, I just want to make it emphatically clear here is that as long as we will be in this dispensation, if the government is being secretive, any information that we get, we will believe it. We'll believe it until otherwise proven untrue. The government has not told us who own the land. The only thing they told us, they say the land
You
we
don't
are
know
claiming
who own the
ownership
land?
to. Listen, Amy, let me finish. The only thing the government told us that the land we are claiming ownership to,
We are claiming.
we are that's what they said.
Who they?
That's what the government said, Amy.
No, that's not what the government said.
No, that's what the government said. Maybe I need to send you the link because I think I put it in the chat room the other day.
That is
But
not
maybe
what the government said.
that's what the government said, Amy. The government said the land we are claiming ownership to.
The government
land
did
we are
not say
claiming
that.
ownership to.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Mr. Davis. You're coming say hi to the point.
But David line is bad, so I think he needs to
I
go
know
out and
his
come back
line is
in.
just
I'm a lamba.
you guys gonna
You think I against you too?
you have anything playing?
I think
Yeah,
the two things you say.
because I know CDC people are a problem.
There you go.
Do you have anything playing in the back?
Is it bad?
Go off the line. You coming back?
Is it bad?
Is it bad, my man?
No, he's okay.
Okay.
CDC people, you know,
It's still the same, my man.
not true.
All right, let me get.
Nobody can defend what Jacob Koloba said. even I was expecting when he said, Marvin go to defend what Yeke Koduba said. Say, no, I will not defend what Yeke Koduba said. I will go with government position because we all were elected to defend the territorial limit of Liberia. We are not elected to say what government saying different things, then I come from the other side and say different things. In the whole Republic of Liberia, everybody say Liberia land, Guinea enclosure, Guinea cross the river, Guinea do the one. Only Yeke Koduba came from the place, say, according to his research. When somebody say they made research and he surveyed the whole
You don't
Republic
even
of
know what
Liberia.
research is.
Yeah, according to my research and my survey, even the Lofa County people said no. The land, they said, no, I thought with them. They told me the land for Guinea. And he had never spoken to anybody from Lofa.
Nobody.
He had not said anything, but he just wanted to make a bimbo. But let me tell you, people see this in the 2029. If you're depending on 2029 to be looking for last on Yeke Koduba, you're lost. The best thing you'll do, you'll prepare yourself for 2029 so you can be eligible. So the people can let you people. Why you always stay with people? Is that Yeke Koduba, your man? Your man, Yeke Koduba is gone. It's gone. He doesn't remember
My own no apologies.
Yeah, he said, nobody apologize. He gone. I will not do this. I will not do this. Okay, but then, bully. Saying they research the Lamborghini, the piece of Lamborghini, like the district.
Ain't go research it property outside the country.
Yeah. So he's talking about how you get property outside the country, you can do money. Why is he going by the code? Are you making all the DB more? Why he begging the court?
Yeah.
All the DB more making, why is he begging?
Nothing behind it.
Nothing. He's not even got no property. He's just lying. Because he get house in Ghana and he renting or what he doing with it. Nobody know about it. He never showed the house before. But at least we know now that where he can use the Liberian people money to go buy property all around the place. In England, you don't even know England. How he made it?
I know. He said, yeah, house in England.
Yeah. You never been in Lebanon before. You never been in England before. You will just get own property on all over the places you never been.
Big mouth with nothing to show.
He's just lying. Nothing behind him. When they're moving from over there, Fiago, and he saw him today. Oh my generator gave me a hard time. You not even go 1 week, generator gave me a hard time.
You go back asking George to send money so he can go content to.
I just think the publication. Can you please put it up like real, please?
Sedition would never let Yeke Koduba, even Private Key, they would never let Private Key. We send out with us on, they will never let him. I don't care why they go up his can down, they will never let him. I don't know what you can do for that.
Some of your stuff lying around with.
What Fula Fofana say? Fula
Fofana get it or the government of Liberia get it?
Fula Fofana get government get it. You know, she never say anything negative.
Exactly. But let me say
nothing negative she say about the land.
Finish, Mr. David. I was saying something. Go ahead.
So it's not anything. We can compare Fula Fofana with Yeke Koduba. We're knocking a chest according to my.
How does that even?
According to my.
Equate to what Yeke Koduba said.
You know what you call survey and your resources and your people are telling you they all they want to invite the Lofa people. Let you call one Lofa person that told you the land for Guinea people.
You never call them.
You will never call them. Let you go to Lens and Man. Lens and Man people can't all say the land for Guinea. Yeke Koduba is just another something. He thought that all the time he thought nonsense. The people be taking it, but that's sometimes when he take nonsense, that was landed private key into jail. You tell nonsense, sometimes some nonsense, it's not good for you. It can lend you to where it's going to lend you. That's what happened to Yeke Koduba today. So I can't even defend him. I used to like him, but no, I don't defend him. We're talking nonsense.
This is where George they don't know, right? Mr. Davis. People can play politics, you can get in all of the something. If anybody was going to be running after Yeke Koduba said they should do the one to him because he said this to President Waka, number one, we have problem with that. When Mark Jabata came out with that nonsense, he started defending President Waka. You didn't see how everybody went at him for it? Leave that man, let him run around like loose, leave him alone. Let him expose himself. Nobody running behind you, the CDC was running behind you. Nobody telling you they will whip you in Chimmer and say you're still a small child, you're not voting in like them. because you're not looking for some weird shoes. Nobody telling you, nobody's chasing you around your house. Nobody keeping you from bringing your family in the country. You kept that because you want to be chasing the little girls there. You passing around, barking all over the place. You were never said one thing that President Boaga did that you get about. They're asking, there's nothing he can say. President Boaga asking for the Liberian people, you are lawmakers. Show us. Nothing. Because he wanted to be comfortable on his side. That he is.
Investigator now. Lawmaker investigator.
If you believe that he's a surveyor,
He made an allegation, Amy.
You believe that he's a surveyor, he's a researcher. Why can't he do that? What's wrong with that? You can go back and just get off the plane and he starts surveying, he starts doing research, you believe it. So then why not? Nobody bothers him. So he come and said something that why everybody were already in the, Jubo, Prophet Key would say, right? About what was going on, then you come down as a lawmaker. You don't say after eating the Liberian money for 4 months, sitting and doing nothing. You come down at the nonsense you can't take out of your mouth to say, and people sitting here talking about freedom of speech. Then he did it. The person we are, the person we are at Liberia. They do not do the person he ever done.
Until these people can prove that Yega Koruba lied, that land belongs to us.
I don't have to approve anything on Yega Koruba. If the government changes, let the government say they are doing a diplomatic means of engagement, right? Give them chance. Let them finish in something. Not because somebody telling you the amount of people that you saw to that borders or whatever, or all the attention are going on or whatever. People around there doing that normal businesses. All our lives, they put display, they put that's a lie.
They're not true.
That's a lie. This little boy just still toy around our area. He's still there. People are doing that normal business. That was the first time. The people were scared. But people are moving.
They're not true. I got a friend here. The farmers living in that place. They're not true.
Your friend can be right here. We seen what's going on. They're on true videos.
Oh, you can see it. Okay.
Yes, we seen it. Thank God. Everybody not living under the rocks. Everybody got smartphones. Everybody got smartphones. We don't have to be there to know what's going on there. They got people who go over there every day. As soon as somebody go there and go loud, and there's somebody else there. They're showing what's really going on there. The little boy, and it's a JMB son, he was just around that area. Showing the people right factory and everything.
Show us that normal activity going on there.
Okay.
Then I'll be happy because I want to be happy.
I'll look for that video, but go ahead, Mr. David. Let me look for that video for him.
But to the border area, that place where the Guinea people settling, the city now is different. Around there, they seen travel people across the river. They see travel people on the side, so the people carry on a normal activity.
People build house. They build 2 houses now.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Before 2 horses.
It doesn't matter.
Let's say they can build.
They get 10 houses. They said they'll leave it right there and go back.
Leave it right there. But hey, I want to be president. We'll see how you will get the land now. And Joe, I want to be president. Let's see what I do out there about.
Somebody told me, get the jet to pray from over there. I see that type of thing there.
Type of what now?
We're talking about the land that we claim we own. Then you say the fucking bay houses there.
Claim. Say no you problem. Claim. We know we
but
own.
Now what our government say?
That's what you say. Your government did not say that.
Now what the government said?
The government always say on Liberia side of the border. That's what the government always say.
Guinea army cross the border and influence on the Liberian side. Enough for Guinea. The government never tell you.
Read that thing. What I'm saying, you, Amy. The government spokesperson. Read it. That's what they say.
You want to read what Kwame say?
I'm going to tell the government say the people will go back.
Language, so what?
So that you can face your language, that you can face the government language. You and Kura Fofana will get more authority than you.
Kura Fofana never said that.
Kura Fofana does not have authority over the English language.
Amy, but you can't choose which word she uses because she is the representative of Liberia.
No way, no problem.
Any word we use.
Listen to the president. Okay, what do you want the president say?
What did the president say?
What did the president say? What did the president say?
The president said the same thing.
The president said the Guinean soldier will go by. You are negotiating. The Guinean soldier will go by. They will leave Liberia and go by. No tell them.
You don't want to listen to the president. You want to listen to somebody making mistake in the English words.
I said the president said the people were leaving. But when you said the people are leaving, I thought the people start building houses.
Okay, when the president say people are leaving, the president cleaning at the land for Liberia.
But the poor people say the land for Liberia.
Not for
No,
don't listen to the president.
No, I said
You
no,
want to
I
listen
said
to what the
I said
president said,
the
but you
poor people say
want
the land not for Liberia.
you want to listen to
Poor people
somebody
say the land we
that's
clean.
speaking
The
human
land we
word.
clean. The land we clean.
Uh-huh.
All right,
The
put
land
up
we
with
clean, what
one
you
the
say?
president.
So
We
that
want what the
so
president
so-
said. Ignore what
so
the president said. Let's listen to
you
Kuda
guys
Fufuna.
are completely out of this world for
Okay,
argument.
what you say?
Exactly,
What
you
you say? What
are.
you say about the land? What CDC say about the land?
They forgetting.
CDC,
They
I don't
believe
know
that
anything about the land.
hero you
What I
get.
want to hold my government responsible for is to make sure they tell me exactly what is going on. It has been 3 months
Well,
now.
you
We
don't
need
want
to
to.
know almost 3 months now. We
You
need to
don't want
know
to.
what where the negotiation is.
You listen to
And what-
propaganda that fits your narrative. You don't want to know. Because if you want to
Why
know,
you
that's
think
what
I
you
wanna
do.
know
The
what
problem,
question
the
for
problem,
me?
the problem, the
Why
problem
you think you
about
can decide for me? Why you think
the
you can
problem
decide for me?
about
Because your action,
about
George, your
CDC,
action. I'm not deciding for
the
you.
problem
Your
about CDC,
action.
your belief fashion.
You just sat on here and told us that you believe you get. Then you telling us that you want your government to tell you. You don't want your government to tell you
But
anything.
when
You
the
listen
government
to
is not talking,
propaganda
when
that
Yeke is
fits you.
talking, I would believe Yeke. That is simple fact. When the government is hiring it, and
Then
Yeke comes
why
and
are
then
you
tell us,
saying you want your government to tell you? You don't want your government to tell you. You
oh,
listen to
what
Yeke.
can I say that thing making against me? I say when the government is not talking, that's why I believe Yeke. When the government talking, I
Why you
believe
call
the
the government
government.
not talking?
Why
The
Why
government
you can lie like that? Why
President
you call the
Boga
government not
spoke.
talking?
You're not listening to
The
President
government put
Boga.
a
You don't
press
listen to
conference.
the Minister of
They put a
Information.
press
So you
statement.
listen to
Oh, why you
Yeke.
call the government not
You
talking?
say the people were leaving. That's the
Wait,
time people
man.
came and settled.
So
when that
Whether the
situation
government
came,
say people are
Ghana must come
leaving,
back to us and
the
tell
people
them, my
come by and
people, I
settle.
said the people were leaving, but they are not leaving. But we are
And then what
negotiating. This
happened?
how far the
The government
negotiation is
declare
going.
like land for
Then we
leaving?
know. But you're not saying anything.
No,
and
the government said the government said people are leaving. The people can settle. Then say the government not talking nothing again.
My man, wait, let me finish talking, my man.
no, but you saying
Don't
the
say where?
same thing.
We are not saying the same thing. We're
You
not
say
saying
the same thing over and over. You keep saying the government not talking. The government is talking. You refuse to listen because it doesn't fit your narrative. You won't listen to people that are making it look
What
bad.
is the
You
government saying? The
believe
people are
them.
still there and they are building houses. Why has the government said?
What the
It
house are they
doesn't matter. The
building?
government
Show
telling the
the
people
house
going
they
to leave.
building.
The government
What
said the
else
people
are
will
they building? Are
leave.
you
No
asking
matter
that
what
question,
happens, they will
Eddie?
leave. They using to marry
You
me.
asking that question? What else are they building? That what you
Yeah,
asking?
show us the houses they're building.
Okay.
So
What you
propaganda and
expect people
lies.
come across the river? What you expect for them to be sleeping?
Anything they call CDC la lie. Anything they call CDC
building
la lie.
mansion in there.
Anything they call CDC la lie. I think Yeke Koduba say Joe we are la road. He the one we arrest Yeke Koduba. He the one we arrest Joe we are the next day. So everything Yeke Koduba was saying are true about Joe we are. He's a criminal. He's a crow. He's a road you were arresting. Everything Yeke Koduba say about Joe we are true.
No,
He's a criminal. He said Joe we is a criminal. He the one will go arrest Joe we are the next day. So everything that was true. Joe we is a big criminal. He's a road.
that's
Don't
good.
believe
That's
Yeke Koduba.
good. Yeah, honesty. Oh, they are honest. I want this. I want to speak to the power. I choose the power that hold your government feet to the fire. Say we want to know. They need to be speaking to her. If that's what you want, that is a fair thing to do. But you can't listen to somebody talking recklessly. Then you say that true. You believe them because something.
But then the man say he the one where arrest Joe we are. If I say you laugh, you know what I say? Now what Yeke Koduba was saying?
Yeah.
I will arrest Joe we are for stealing the Liberian people money. How Joe we were bribing him all the time. Joe we want bribing. Joe we want bribing. So that's true. Yeke Koduba was saying that Joe we wanted to bribe him. That Joe we are doing all the things he's saying. That Joe we are telling him to do what he's doing. That's true.
No, Judge, when I speak to that won't be politics to him. But everything now is true. That's what I said. They nitpick on what to be.
Make you say Joe we are stealing the Liberian people money, lying to the Liberian people. He's a criminal. The man said Joe we is a criminal. So we believe what Yeke Koduba said. Joe we is a criminal.
But anyways, Judge, the government is how they call it now.
You're finished with your tabata?
No, that's true.
No, because man, I don't know why you need to always come on the show here and want to bring Jowia. We're talking about border Sonny. You bring Jowia.
No, we gotta talk about what Yeke Koduba said.
Talk about. I want
We
Jowia.
gotta say what Yeke Koduba said.
any sound point here for us to go back to say, okay, let's go this direction. Everything at Jowia. Because you just see that Jowia when someone people
But
talk
Yage
about
Koluba said Jowia is
Jowia,
a criminal. Everybody that follow Jowia, they are criminal.
you finish?
So we believe that one. What Yage
Yeah,
Koluba said.
okay, believe it,
Everybody from
believe it when
CDC,
it's
they are
true too.
criminal. They can lie, they can steal. Yage Koluba said it, so we believe it too. Then we
said the same
believe
thing about
Yage
I
Koluba
Braga. He
said
said the
it.
same thing
mean,
about
They
he
Braga.
believe.
putting,
He
he
said
giving
the
you
same thing
your
about
own
Braga,
case.
so we believe it too. He said the same thing about Braga. He said Braga
Yeah,
road.
don't believe it now. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Okay, don't believe it. Don't believe Yage Koluba.
He say Braga my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that was Braga ain't let his step out.
Exactly.
So
So that I ain't looking. So we believe everything he says. But in the fact, what I'm trying to say is that we said it here so many times that we need our government to communicate with us.
No,
Yeah,
Yage communicating with you.
my man, shut up, my man. When people talking to them,
Are you
you
supposed
wait.
to
Don't
say Yage
talk to them.
communicating with you? Where is called your government
no,
communicating with you?
stop,
Not
man.
the government.
Yeah.
But they got
So tell
No,
me,
but you need to shut up. You need to shut up and believe Yage Koluba.
I'm just trying to go. Trying to close the show.
You need to shut up and believe Yage Koluba. You shut up. Shut up. Say you already got your uncle, your pa talking to you, Yage Koluba. Listen to him. Don't listen to comment. We don't want you to talk anything about comment. No. You don't listen to comment. Listen to Yage Koluba.
Why you want to tell me what to do?
I'll tell you what to do because you already just sound like
why you
listening
want
to
to tell me
Yage
what to do?
Koluba.
Why you want to tell me what to do?
But you
So
can't
what
tell
are
me
we
what
doing?
to do. You can't tell me to shut up when you listen to Yage Koluba as
But
your
I'm
uncle.
talking. I'm getting flow. You need to wait for me to talk.
No,
That's what I'm trying
you're
to
not
say.
gonna
To shut
flow.
up.
You're not gonna flow.
Okay,
Nothing say
When
will
you
believe you.
when you finish talking, I will talk.
Anything say that propaganda la fake.
this thing can play here, so we can try
The
this.
best thing you do, just continue listening to Yage Koluba.
All
Listen
right,
to
guys,
uncle.
let us close. Let's close up and go. And it's. I gotta
If
go.
the last to close, you can go ahead, David, because you just come in.
Yes.
You should be first to close.
Yeah, I'll close the show.
I was here before you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you discuss a lot of topic. You close them. Maybe I'll pick some from there.
You're picking nothing from me. Because you're not getting talk about Jowia, you know.
No,
Anything talking about Jowia. So go talk
yeah,
about
but
Jowia. Talk about Jowia and
Yage Koluba
go
say
sleep.
Jowia
Because
la
God
criminal.
won't say another family is not sleeping on the show again. So you have to talk what you want to talk, so get go.
Yage Koluba la criminal according to Jowia say Yage Koluba say Jowia is a criminal. He's a thief. He stole the Liberian people money. You are passing all around here with Jackie Apia. You are passing all around here with the Liberian people money. Going lay down with the Liberian people money in foreign country.
You doing your closing? You doing your closing? Where are you closing there?
I just emphasizing yes.
No, do your closing because we're talking about our closing.
No, you tell me not close. Why you tell me what to do when it's
I'm close now, Mr. David. I'm close. I gotta go.
When we're talking closing, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, no, you should tell me to close.
I'm reminding you. I'm just telling you.
Running the show.
Okay, let's close. Let's go. I'll close. I already have to go, guys. Ronnie.
Yeah, tell her who to close for. We'll close.
Huh? And you are in flight. Go ahead, close.
Okay. When we get people from CDC, the fake political party, the people that came into power in 6 years, they were dancing booga. They were dancing. They were what they calling. At least this president don't see music. Now the time for them to sing music, they want to sing music. Time for them to be passing all around and going to go to come watch that song. And that song can play again. Walk out, then they can watch that song playing again. They don't get Liberian people money now. Then they come in America and can watch again. So then they bring the same number of people they used to bring to go watch football game. Somebody who president of Liberia, your son not even play for the country you president for. Your son play for foreign country. You happy about it. He use the Liberian people money. According to Jacob, steal the Liberian people money to come watch your son playing football game. He tell the Liberian people money go build horses for Jacob and for Jackie Apia in Ghana. All those one thing where Jacob Koluba say about Jowia, buying property around, changing this one, doing that one, stealing money, buying horses in Jamaica for his well class. Jowia had never done what he was doing in his life. According to Yeke Koluba, he will be the policeman. He will go and arrest Yeke Koluba. I mean, Jowia. Everything Yeke Koluba said that was true about Jowia. Jowia is a criminal. He said it. Jowia bribed him several times to not talk against him. He said it. Everything is true. So don't look at Yeke Koluba's statement as the best statement in the Bible. Believe it. But no matter what happens, you go up. Anything that go up, it will come down. It not come down on him. That what make today they will expel him. That thing is talking about court business. I know Representative Kun. Kun, I mean, in fact, I love my Bongande representative. I love him. That man, you will not forget Yeke Koluba. He will go. I don't care what they do. They will not listen to the court. I will. In fact, if they listen to the court, I will vote. I will go Bongande to go vote him.
Thank you. Go ahead, George.
So thank you, Amy. It was a wonderful show. We always need to come, and make our points and and put our views, because our views are more important. The thing is, I disagree with the president. The way in the manner in which he spoke. Those parables, I don't think they are necessary. And I think we should go away from throwing jabs at even opposition. I think we have a country that has a lot of problems to solve. I think we should be focused on solving the numerous problems that country got. We don't have roads, we don't have electricity, we don't have water. I just saw a post from Mo Ali, even though he blocked me on Facebook. Somebody reposted what he said, that now in the I think in the single area they got their, I think, 16-inch and 32-inch of pipe bomb water now operational, which is a good thing. So the good thing is that when those things are happening, prices will go down. Because if you're not paying somebody to haul water for you all the way from somewhere to bring it to your house, when that pipe can just bring it to your house, that other cost move from there. It can improve your life. You get other money to spend other places, because even if you get office around that single area, you gotta pay somebody who will be drawing water for you. That's extra cost there. And because of Mo Ali and what the government has done, water will start going to people's houses individually. And when that water reaches the house, and once we pray that it will be constant, it will not be the LEC like in Mbappe eyes every 5 seconds. If that happens, we'll have a better place to be. And then, maybe you will find out that, because I stay at most of the hotels, sometimes when I go to Liberia, the prices will go down, because the cost that I can get, it costs them to run generator to bring water up into the building for you to take bath, and it costs them to draw water and put it in the reservoir, or to even that pump they can put on the ground. It will lower the cost, and hopefully they can pass that cost over to their customer, which would be a good thing. So it's a good thing. However, this thing about Yeke Koluba, I don't agree with Yeke Koluba politics, but I don't think he committed any crime by saying what he said. And even if he did, the way he was ruffled, from the house. I don't think it was a full due process, and I think the legislature need to, or the House of Representatives needs to do something about re-examining the entire process, because I don't think he was given due process. We all can disagree, but what would not do is to play a blind eye to injustice when they even matter against a criminal. That's what they say. Even when somebody commit crime, you can't just go and start beating them. Yeah, you don't get a right to beat somebody. You have to get a person to and start beating them with stick. No, it's against the law. Take the person to the law, let the law handle them. If you do that, that means you are taking the matter into your own hand. So if the judge did something bad, the way he was ruffled is illegal, and the way he was removed. So let's hope that this government can come to their senses and change course.
So let me do my little 1 minute, and I'll just say about the Yeke thing. This is what Yeke when they have to keep going with it. Oh, Mr. David, mute, please.
Yeah, media said Dennis, man. I'm not Dennis, David.
Yes. Now go, stay mute. So this is the game that Yeke Koluba wanted to say.
We are.
This is what Yeke Koluba wanted to say. Due process. They told Yeke Koluba to come with his lawyer. They gave Yeke Koluba due process. If you come with your lawyer and leave what is supposed to be running behind you in the street, no, come here, that get you due process. Come here, that get you due process. People got things to do. Nobody got time to come be chasing you around. You know exactly, they told you exactly what to do to afford you that due process. And because you're looking for a public sentiment like George, then they'll come be running around with that CDC rhetoric. Oh, they did something he due process. This is what he wanted. But they can even get him all the due processes they want. Jacob Corbett is a done deal. He's gone. That's not gonna make him to stay. He can bring 10,000 lawyers, which they told him to bring his lawyer. The committee told him he if he talked upon himself to refuse, then what do you want somebody else to do? You wanted to what, sit around and be going what, spoon feeding Yege Kolobah or babysitting him when they told him what to do? When you in a court, when they say you must do this, I'll show up with your lawyers. When you show up, they can just go ahead and say, "Oh, okay, they'll wait for him when he ready." That's not how it works. No, they did give him the due process. If he refused it, that's his right. That he gave it away. He waived his right. Nobody can do anything about that. The president has nothing to do with this. This is another branch of government, like we said before, and we'll continue to say it, no matter how high and loud and wide they say it, it's never going to make it true. President Bouaga is not the one dealing with Yege Kolobah. It's Yege Kolobah colleagues. Yege Kolobah is afraid of his colleagues. So he turned his mouth to an old man and not even picking him up or laying him down, doing the Liberian people's business. That's what he's focused on doing. He's not focused on Yege Kolobah. All the insults he are giving just for him to, he calling that attention. Yege Kolobah is yearning for that attention from the president, from the president's family. All the things for 3 years he's been insulting, and not one day anybody pay him no mind. Not one day. In the house, he's just spread of his friends. He knows what it will do to him. He's afraid. He claims he doesn't care, but it's a lie. He crying around, crying wolf around like somebody who doesn't care will not be crying that much, jumping all over the place, his pressure going up. And now he probably in his bed every night crying. When he comes outside, he pretending that he doesn't care. So he trying to play. You know what he's doing, Mr. Darius? He's trying to play, that good game, good man game with his friends then. So he won't act like President Bouaga. He insulting, but the people who did dealing with him, he wants something that because he think he still got some kind of hope because he's talking about due process, do this, do that, so that when we go to the court, they will not say, "Oh, Yege Kolobah cost me." So that's the trick he's playing, but he know his game is up. That's what he's doing. The old man who's not even paying attention to him, doing the Liberian people's business, doing the Liberian people's work. That's the one he put in his mouth and President Bouaga did. President Bouaga did. President Bouaga did. President Bouaga has exposed you, Yege. If you don't know, if I was you, I would just shut up and do. They even tell him to apologize, Mr. Darius. No apology. He won't be Mr. Tough Guy. Pride. Let him get kicked out and see after 3 months. Let's see what he looks like. He one of those big mouth, big show with nothing to show for it. That's who Yege Kolobah is. And the place where he put his mouth is bigger than himself, and bigger than even President Bouaga himself, Liberia. So nobody will sit there because they want to play politics. Yege Kolobah doesn't call that freedom of speech. Do you know what they call treason? Even you who over there, you can commit treason. You for certain lawmaker to be talking nonsense and then say, "Oh, freedom of speech." That freedom of speech. They in the same constitution they said freedom of speech, and they said they said the word treason too. So it's there. How can you miss the two? So I don't understand. Y'all politics has no limit. Then y'all claim to love. All of a sudden, y'all love the Liberian people now. Yege Kolobah love Liberian people. He claims somebody don't come here. He claims he got building all around the country. Why you getting in district number 10? Why you can do survey and research in district number 10 to know that the people they need safe drinking water in district number 10. Argue for it in the house. Why your people need it? They need schools. They need libraries in district number 10. Stay in the chamber and argue for it. Not only your palava heart. Who on your palava heart to listen to you? if you say you're advocating for your people, you got the rent venue, my guy. Maybe you need to read the Constitution to get what the venue's supposed to be to do that. And he's not doing it. He barking all over the place and when he bark on the wrong tree. And I think he should get exactly what he deserves. And I think the legislature is doing this work. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Continue to share the show, and we will continue watching. And no one is above the law. Let you get go by his due process. Nobody did, saying they shooting, but they did, and he refused it, so nobody can shove it down his throat and get up and start crying wolf. That is not fair, and I don't think they should hold anybody for that. Thank you all. And we will see you guys willing tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Maybe Friday. Yes. We'll be doing every other day, guys. I'm really busy.
If they even ready, we do it.
Oh, I'm busy. Seriously. Every other day, that's what we'll be doing. So yeah, maybe Tuesday. Thursday? Yeah, maybe Thursday. As the spirit leads.
I really as the spirit leads.
We'll be doing as the spirit leads. But with that, we say good night, y'all. Continue to share the show for people who watch later. And we all love Liberia. Let's continue to pray for Mama Liberia. And we are getting there. We sure will get there by His grace. With that being said, ciao. See you all